Hello, my name is Jordan, and I'm from New Jersey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Growing up, I was a quiet girl, and always found it hard to make friends. Like this one time when I was in kindergarten, I was just sitting by myself playing with doll, and out of nowhere, this one girl by the name of Layla came over.
Why do you always sit by yourself?
Because I like to.
Well, you're weird. And that's my doll.
No, it's not. The teacher said I could have it.
Oh, yeah.
Saying that Layla just punched down on the doll. When the teacher saw us, she scolded Layla and complained to her mother too. And ever since, Layla had been nothing but mean to me. When I turned 7, my mom met my stepdad, and he had a daughter who was 3 years older than me, Esther. They moved in with us, and at first I thought Esther and I would never get along because she was so messy, and that I was a bit of a clean freak. But then she turned out to be really cool. Like this one time when I was in the 4th grade, and Layla pushed me as I was walking. But thank God, Esther caught me right in time.
I am so gonna get that witch.
Leave her, she's a brat. Moments later, I heard shouts and saw that Esther had tripped Layla and her minions with a rope. Oh my gosh! Esther, where did you get this rope from?
From the gym room. I planned on taking it home. It'll make a great skipping rope.
I forgot to mention brave. Esther could do it all. She loved having fun all the time, and she helped me face my social fears. Esther, you're the best. I so want to be like you. You're not afraid of anything.
You should see her when I mention vacations.
Vacation? Why?
I am afraid of airplanes. I don't know why, but everything about them scares me.
Ha ha ha. That's nothing, Esther. When I was in the 7th grade, and Mom took us to a park gathering our school held, all the kids got together playing fun games, but I was too shy. And then Esther pulled me from my comfort zone next to Mom.
Come on, Jordan. You're missing out on all the fun.
But what if they don't like me?
You're wasting your time. She's been a sad, lonely girl all her life. Layla, nobody asked you.
I decided to be brave. And boy, how much fun that was. We played on the water slide, climbing the longest rope and playing volleyball. It was the best time of my life. And then the parents called for a talent contest. Mom put my name in and I had no idea what to do. She said it was good practice to overcome my social anxiety, and to make matters worse, I was the first to go on stage.
Go! You can totally do it!
I was feeling so nervous because I didn't have any talent besides maybe humming a little. So I closed my eyes and just sang, blocking everyone out. When I was done, I opened my eyes. I was shocked to see people staring at me with pin-drop silence. OMG! Was I that bad? But when all the kids and their parents stood up and clapped for me, I couldn't believe it. It was the first time I actually felt confident.
Oh my gosh, baby girl. I didn't know you could sing like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Esther! Well, she stood there stunned, as if she had seen a ghost. I was hoping she'd congratulate me, but she didn't. When it was Esther's turn, the moment she started singing, everybody covered their ears, but Esther kept singing without a worry in the world. She only stopped when the audience started to boo her.
I feel like my ears will bleed. Someone get her off the stage.
This is pure torture.
Esther looked totally heartbroken and ran off. Don't worry about them. I think he sang pretty well.
Yeah, right. Easy for you to say. Just leave me alone.
Right then, Layla put her arm around Esther and she actually let her.
Looks like your stepsister has stolen your spotlight.
Esther didn't say anything and pushed past me. After that day, Esther and I kept growing further apart. She stopped talking to me, and whenever Mom and Dad would praise me for anything, Esther would roll her eyes and leave the room.
Don't worry, sweetheart. She'll come around.
I so wished she did. But things only got worse, especially when Esther started hanging out with none other than Layla. One night, I just had enough and wanted to talk to my sister, so I went to Esther's room and found the door ajar and saw that she was making a face call with Layla.
How do you live with Jordan? She is such a Miss Perfect. She totally outshined you on purpose. She could have refused to participate, but she wanted to show how perfect she was, and you were not. You really think so? You're probably right. She could have backed off, but she didn't. I can't believe she would do that to me. Oh, let's get back at her. No, I'm not sure about this. Shh, listen. I know just the thing. My mom threw some rotten eggs outside in the trash. I'm sure that'll make a nice hair pudding for Jordan. Then she'll go back to being the mouse she is.
I hid before she could see me, and I just felt my heart break into a million pieces that Esther would listen to some witch and plot against me. The next day, I went to school early. When Esther got to school, she was fuming because she couldn't find me, and during recess, I stayed in the library. But then they found me and interrupted my Avatar World moment.
Ah, here you are. I thought you bunked school today.
Nope. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, but I need you to come with me.
So you can throw eggs at me. Nah, I'm good.
See, she thinks she's such a know-it-all. No wonder she has your dad wrapped around her finger.
Stop filling her head with nonsense, Layla. Our parents love us both the same way.
Ugh, I doubt that.
Saying that, Esther stormed off and Layla followed her. After that day, Esther only got meaner towards me. One time when we were in the 8th grade, Mom took us to a concert of our favorite singer, Ariana Grande. Esther and I, we both were crazy about her, and when we were there, the singer called me up on stage since I knew all her moves so well. While dancing with her, Esther popped up on stage like a crazy person and took the mic from her and started singing off tune. Things got kind of messy. I saw the guards coming her way. She was being silly, so I tried to take the mic. Suddenly, I lost my balance and ended up falling off the stage and blacked out. I don't know how long I was out, but I woke up in the hospital and I couldn't move my legs. Mom? Something is wrong with my legs. Mom called the doctor and he used a silver metal thing to touch my legs. I couldn't feel anything. And then the doctor told my mom that I couldn't walk until I regained muscle control. And until then, I needed to use a wheelchair. What? Me on a wheelchair? No, that can't be true. Mom, please tell him to do something. I was devastated. And then Esther walked in with her dad and I lost my mind. What is she doing here? It's because of her I can't walk.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Jordan. Again, I am so sorry.
Well, your sorry is not going to make anything better. Esther cried in her dad's arms, and everything was just a big mess. The next 2 days while at home, everyone was quiet, and then Mom and Dad went grocery shopping, leaving me and Esther alone.
I'm making myself a sandwich. Can I make you one too?
I can do it myself. When I tried to reach for the peanut butter, I struggled. So I lifted myself off the chair a little but ended up falling off the wheelchair.
Jordan!
Esther ran to help me, but I pushed her away. I was so angry because if it wasn't for her stupid jealousy, everything would have been fine. Get away from me!
Jordan! I only want to help. Sometimes jealousy can make one so blind. I was not a good singer, and I should have just focused on something else.
Oh, shut up for God's sake. Save your regret. In my eyes, you're just a witch. She looked at me with tears in her eyes, but my heart was too angry to forgive her. Thank God Mom and Dad came and picked me up. Later that night, Mom and my stepdad spoke to me.
Jordan, we know that you blame Esther for this. She blames herself too. But can you find it in your heart to forgive her?
Really? We are having this conversation. Tell me, Mom, if someone pushed you and you broke your legs, would you forgive that person?
I'm sorry you feel this way, Jordan, but if you want, Esther and I can move out.
No, I couldn't let that happen. My mom loved my stepdad dearly. I couldn't take that away from her, so I decided to come to terms with the fact that Esther was part of the deal, no matter if I liked it or not. I can't promise I'll forgive her, but I'll try. Just give me time. When I went back to school, I was a bit worried about how kids would act around me, but to my surprise, everyone was normal. I wheeled myself over to the drama production board and saw that they were auditioning for a big talent reality show that was happening in LA, so wished I could try it out. But right then, Esther came beside me.
So you're auditioning?
Yeah, it would have been my chance too, but
Jordan, you can audition. You can totally go there and show the world how good you sing.
Oh, so now you're going to mock me. Bravo!
I am not mocking you. There are no rules that stayed. A person on a wheelchair can't audition.
She was right about the rule thing, because when I applied and sent the organizers a video audition, they straight away wanted me to come to LA and show them what I got. OMG! I was so excited. A trip to LA, it was going to be magnificent. Mom and my stepdad were so excited, but when they told me they couldn't afford the trip, I felt really sad. But the next day, Dad announced that I could actually go for the audition. I was all ready to go, but one day before my flight, my stepdad had to travel out of the city for business. And that night, my mom felt sick.
Honey, I can't go with you. I am so sorry.
Mom, don't worry about it. It's like fine. Just then, Esther stepped in.
I can take you. Don't worry, Mom. I'll take care of Jordan, I promise.
It was just a 5-hour, 20-minute flight to LA, and I planned to sleep all the way. But right when it started to take off, I noticed how pale Esther looked. Are you all right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? I'm fine.
And then it hit me. Esther hates airplanes. She was scared of flying. I held her hand tight and told her to calm down. Throughout the flight, Esther was more concerned for me than herself. The entire flight, she held my hand, even when she was asleep. At that moment, I felt grateful, but I just couldn't forget what she did to me. Once we landed, Esther took me to the audition. And to my utter shock, Layla was there too. Oh God, why her?
Yeah, Layla, how come you're here? I don't think you have any talent.
I can ask the same question. Why are you two here? How could you even afford the trip? Sold Dad's car or something. Excuse me, it's my turn. Move aside.
Afford the trip? What was she talking about, Esther?
Just nothing. Are you ready for the performance?
Who paid for this trip? Our parents can't afford it.
I sold the diamond ring my birth mom gave to me when I was little. It's just a ring. You matter more to me, more than anything.
I couldn't believe she did that for me. I smiled at her and she smiled back.
Go get him, Tiger!
When I went on stage, I absolutely nailed it. The judges clapped for me, and I could see Esther with tears in her eyes giving me a thumbs up. When I reached backstage, Esther came running and hugged me tight. But suddenly Layla appeared with tears in her eyes. Apparently the judges hated her magic tricks, and she was disqualified right away.
You can't have everything in life.
She then tried to push my wheelchair, but Esther lunged at Layla and the two broke out into a catfight, while all the other contestants looked at them like they were freaks. I had to help Esther because Layla had her hair in her grip, so I tried to lift myself from the wheelchair but fell hard on the floor. I had to help my sister. I gathered all my strength, and when I finally stood on my feet, I was ecstatic. Esther! Esther, look! I was still wobbly, but I neared Layla, who was looking at my legs with wide eyes, and I punched her square in the jaw. Finally, security arrived and took her away.
I am so happy you're able to stand.
I guess I just needed motivation, and saving you from that witch was my motivation.
Jordan, I am so sorry for everything, for all the times I was a jerk to you.
All's forgiven, we're sisters, that's what we do. Fight and then make up.
Hey, I'm Anastasia. Please like and subscribe. Mummy, can you leave me a bedtime story?
Please, leave me alone. Go ask your dad.
Daddy, look, I was outside playing and stepped in the poop, see?
Oh, stay away from me.
My nanny looked after me, mostly because my parents were super busy with their careers, and she always called me Miss. So I thought my real name was Stay Away From Me. It wasn't until my first day of kindergarten that I found out I was wrong.
And what's your name, sweetie?
Stay away from me.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Stay away from me. Next thing I knew, my parents and I were sitting in the principal's office. Sure, I got into trouble, but at least my parents used my name more after that. And when I was 4, something amazing happened. My sister Isabella was born and she was beautiful.
Oh, I have the most beautiful daughter anyone could ask for.
I was so bummed by what she said that I stuck my tongue out at her, but I got over it soon enough. I finally had someone to play with, or so I thought. You see, Mom didn't want me near Isabella.
Shoo, go away.
One night, when Isabella was tossing and turning and suddenly cried out loudly, I gently sang her a lullaby, and before long, she was sound asleep. T felt like the best big sister ever, but we never had a shot at getting close because of the way my parents treated us. They were less busy with work now and spent all their time fawning over Isabella and spoiling her while completely ignoring me.
You know what I see in the mirror? I see 2 beautiful girls with unlimited potential. Anna, how long have you been standing here?
I was here first, brushing my hair. You didn't even see me. They'd whisk Isabella off to the mall or spa, and one time they even took her to Paris while I was stuck with the neighbor and turned 9 cats. It bothered me a lot at first, but eventually I just kind of got used to it. But my parents were slowly turning Isabella into a monster who bullied them and threw a fit anytime she didn't get her way. She would try to boss me around too, but I mostly wouldn't give in, which didn't sit too well with her. Just like now, while I was eating spaghetti, she turned to me with a mysterious look.
Spaghetti and worms taste the same, don't you think?
What? My stomach churned when I looked on my plate, and sure enough, there were worms mixed together with my spaghetti. When I told my parents, they told me it was a harmless prank. Every time Isabella did something to me, they would make excuses for her and brush it off. The weekend before middle school, I bought this super cute outfit for my first day and I couldn't wait to put it on. But when I was getting ready, I couldn't find it anywhere. That is until I entered the kitchen and there sat Isabella in my outfit. Isabella, that's mine.
Hey, it looks better on me. I look like a doll.
I rushed over to Isabella and tried to pull my outfit off of her when Mom dragged me away.
Anna, what are you doing to your little sister?
I want her to take off my clothes.
Oh, is that what you want? You should have said it nicely.
And then she took a pen and drew all over the dress. Oh my god, you're such a psycho. Mom, aren't you going to say anything?
Yes, if you knew how to share your things, you could both enjoy them. But now look at what you made your sister do, Anna.
I could pull my hair out. There was no winning against this brat when she had some magic spell cast on my parents. As I grew older, I just avoided my family as much as I could and baited into the background. I decided to focus on what I loved best, singing, and I became quite good at it, but I only realized exactly how good I was when I was 16. 2 months before high school started, I'd taken up a small gig at a cafe to sing occasionally, and when I was done, a stunning lady approached me.
Hi, I'm Gigi. You have a beautiful voice. I'd like to sign you up as a singer.
What, you want me?
Yes, I could make you a star.
It was an offer I couldn't refuse. I gave Gigi my address, and when she arrived at my house later that evening, my parents were quite surprised, and Isa looked so jealous.
Why would you want to sign her up?
Because she's talented,
But her look.
can be altered to look the part.
What do you mean, altered?
By the time my people are done with you, you won't even recognize yourself, kiddo.
The following week, I went to the studio with Gigi and I felt like I was in a dream. And after rehearsals, Gigi's makeup artist took over, and she was right. I barely recognized myself. I looked amazing. When I got home, Mom looked shocked.
Oh my god, Anna, you look stunning.
My heart flipped with excitement. Did my mother just give me a compliment?
I'm as stunning as a chicken in a jumpsuit?
Later that week, Mom took me shopping. In fact, over the next 2 weeks, Mom and I spent a lot of time together. We went to spas, dinners, and we even spent a day in Paris. I'd picked up a few things there for Isabella, but when I went to give it to her, she dumped everything on my head.
You think you're better than me because of this music? Your days are numbered, witch.
Did my baby sister just threaten me? I was too busy to think too much about what Isabella said. I worked hard and released my first album. By the time I started high school, I was already famous.
OMG, her skin is flawless.
She's such an amazing singer.
I can carry your books around.
But life just had to give me lemons, and this lemon was Mandy, the meanest and richest girl in school. She transferred to our school the year before and was the most popular girl around. But clearly I dethroned her now because I had way more fans and social media followers than her, and she just couldn't handle it.
Others may have forgotten how ugly you really are, but I'll never forget, and I'll make sure the others don't either.
I tried to ignore her and just enjoy my newfound fame. But of course Mandy Andy did everything to ruin it. Just before the performance, I realized my instrument had vanished. It turned out she had hidden it. After rummaging through every corner in vain, I suddenly spotted a mysterious box. Curiosity got the better of me, so I opened it and was immediately startled by what lay inside. One day, while I was out shopping, I suddenly noticed Mandy and Isabella whispering something to each other. Mandy, what are you doing with my sister?
Mind your business, Anna. She's my friend and way better than you.
Isa, she can't be that nice. She's just trying to lure you. Come with me now. But Isa ran off with Mandy. Stay away from my sister Mandy. They're always inseparable. If they want to form an Anastasia hate club, fine, I'm busy preparing my first concert arranged by Gigi to boost album sales. On the night of the concert, my family came to support me and I was so excited. I grabbed the mic and stepped onto the stage confidently, and I was totally owning it. Everything was going great until someone from the crowd screamed and pointed at the chandelier above me, which was falling down. One of my guitar players rushed out to help me. Before I could even understand what had happened, Gigi had already taken me to the hospital for a checkup. But as I was leaving, I spotted Mandy's face in the crowd. I couldn't get rid of the thought that she had something to do with this incident. A few days later, I came across the opportunity of a lifetime. There was one spot open in the most prestigious music college, and they'd be visiting the school in 3 months to hold auditions. I just had to get that scholarship.
You can drool on that spot all you want, but it's mine.
Gosh, why was the world always putting Mandy and me against each other? She played the piano and she was good, like Beethoven good. I couldn't let her win this. I threw myself into practice. After rehearsals with Gigi, I'd stay back in the studio and practice for my big day. One evening, as I was walking home after practice, I saw Mandy rummaging through a trash bin. Mandy is the richest girl in school. Why would she do that? I followed Mandy until she went into the bad part of town. The houses were small and shabby, and I watched as she entered one of them. What on earth? I needed to know what was happening, so I walked up to the door and was about to knock when I heard a familiar voice. Isabella.
I told you already, I'm done with this. I'm not doing your homework, shoplifting, or going out of my way to be your puppet.
Isabella was making Mandy do stuff. Feeling shocked, I pulled out my phone, opened the door by an inch, and started recording. What I heard next made my head spin.
You'll do as I say, or I'll spill your filthy little secret all over the internet.
I am so sick and tired of this. Tell everyone I don't care.
You, the oh-so-popular Mandy, not caring what people think. Are you really comfortable with people knowing that your father is rotting in jail for fraud, while you and your mother are left with nothing and living in this rat hole? I find that hard to believe, given how hard you've been trying to keep up appearances in school.
I've done everything you've asked me to do since you read my diary and discovered my secret. You made me tamper with the chandelier at Anna's concert. She could have gotten seriously hurt. I should have never agreed to do it. It's been giving me nightmares.
But if you don't do as I say, I'll tell everyone what you did. Oh yes, I recorded it, and then they'll go meet Daddy in jail.
Do your worst, Isabella. I don't care.
I watched in horror as Isabella picked up a bat and raised it at Mandy. I flung open the door and rushed up to Isabella. Did you completely lose your mind? What have I ever done to hurt you? How could my own sister hate me so much?
Well, because you overshadowed my life? You should have never been in the picture, and I'd do anything to bring you down.
Isabella lunged at me with a scream, but the commotion had attracted the attention of some neighbors who came running in and held Isabella. Someone called the police who took her away. I was still reeling with shock when Mandy turned to me.
You helped me. Why?
We may have our differences, but I couldn't let Isabella blackmail you or hurt you.
Thanks, Anna.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Friends? Are we friends?
Maybe we could try. Crazier things have happened. My parents' world turned upside down when I showed them Isabella's video. They decided to get Isabella evaluated. We're told that Isabella had some problems. He was taken to a facility to get the help she needed. I've been pointing out Isabella's issues, but you've always just let them slide. If we'd gotten her help earlier, things might have been different.
Anna, we're sorry for not treating you both fairly.
We're starting to see how our actions have affected you both. We want to do better. Can you forgive us?
It's going to take some time, but maybe going to therapy together could help us improve as a family. Hearing this, my parents nodded their heads in agreement. At school, Mandy and I even smiled at each other. Finally, the day of the big audition for the scholarship arrived, and I saw Mandy backstage looking super nervous.
I don't think I can do this.
You can, and you will break a leg.
Thanks, you too.
Oh, I'm not auditioning. I thought I should give you a fair shot.
Oh, because you think you're better than me and I have no chance against you?
No, because I think you'll beat my butt and I'd rather not be humiliated, and you need this more than I do. I'll be cheering for you though. Mandy gave an amazing performance that received a standing ovation, and she on the spot. I learned that showing kindness to a rival can turn a bitter battle into an unexpected friendship.
Hi, I'm Tina from Poland. Please like and subscribe. I was born into a super rich home. My dad owned the largest store in the country. And my two brothers were billionaires as well. My long brown hair and my blue eyes caught the attention of everyone whenever I went out with my dad.
Wow, your daughter is so beautiful.
People would shower me with all sorts of gifts. I loved it a lot. I mean, who wouldn't? I would always want to go out with Dad. But he wouldn't let me, and he had his reasons. I was the only girl in the family. My mom left when I was a baby. When she left, Dad said I became really sick. I was taken to the best hospital in the country. They did all they could, but I didn't get any better. I spent a year in the hospital, and eventually I got better.
I'm so glad you're fine now, sweetheart.
Since then, my dad and brothers walked on eggshells around me, and they spoiled me silly. They bought me the most expensive gifts. My dad even got me the most expensive necklace in the world. I love them, but sometimes they do too much. The only person who treated me like a normal kid was Jerry, our next-door neighbor. Jerry and I were inseparable growing up, and we had the best time together. When people made fun of my long brown hair, Jerry always defended me. We would play silly pranks on my brothers, and laugh as the pranks played out. That all changed when Jerry's parents decided to move to another country. Jerry's mom got a sweet fashion deal in Paris, and they had to move. I was devastated. I wanted to sneak Jerry into my room so that we could start living together. But my brothers found out, Jerry left, and I was all alone. It took me a while to make friends in high school, even though I was the prettiest girl in school. I had gotten so used to Jerry that I couldn't just flow with any other person. One day I was on YouTube watching Luna videos. When I stumbled upon a channel, it was Jerry's. He'd gotten so big and handsome. He was a popular chef in Paris with over 10 million subscribers. I stayed up all night watching his videos. I wanted to drop a comment, but I didn't know what to type. I was scared that he wouldn't remember me anymore. Meanwhile, I'd gotten into a nationwide beauty pageant, and I was one of the favorites to win. That was all my dad talked about.
You need to win the pageant, sweetie. Whatever it takes.
I would always feel the pressure choking me when I went to school. Diane, the only person I was able to bond with at school, noticed and tried to take the pressure off.
Let's go to your favorite restaurant. I'm sure you'll feel better after.
We went to the restaurant and she got me my favorite meal. I smiled as the waiter placed the food on the table. And just as I munched on the delicious meal, the cutest guy walked in. Every lady in the restaurant stared and was in awe as he sat by the window. He looked at me and with a gorgeous smile he winked. My face turned red and my heart raced as he winked. I quickly looked away and focused on my meal. Just as we were about to leave the restaurant, I slipped, and I was sure that I would fall. But the cute guy caught me.
You should watch where you're going. I should be the one falling, not you.
Why would you fall?
I would fall for you, of course.
I giggled in excitement as my face turned red. I looked at Diane, who was already dancing in the corner.
I'm Brian. How have I not seen such a beautiful creature like you around here before?
You didn't look closely enough. I'll see you around.
I grabbed Diane and we rushed out of the restaurant. Since then, I met Brian every time I went to the restaurant. He would come over to me and we would start talking. Turns out he was pretty funny and smart. I became so fond of him and we spent even more time together. Date one night, and when we returned, he walked me to the front door and planted a kiss on my lips. I was so excited because I had wished that Brian would be my first kiss. I began to really like him. And it turns out I wasn't the only one. My brothers and even my dad loved him.
He is the son of the wealthiest man in the country. We need the connection, honey.
He helped me with my preparation for the beauty pageant. And with time, we became a power couple in school. Apparently, Joy, the biggest bully in school, was also a contestant in the beauty pageant and was obsessing over Brian.
I wonder what he sees in you.
Things he doesn't see in you, apparently.
She did everything in her power to stop me from dating him, but she failed miserably. Her face would turn red when she saw us together after her failed attempts. It was so hilarious. I got to school one day and I got the biggest shock of my life. Jerry, my runaway neighbor, was sitting right next to my seat in class.
Jerry, what are you doing here?
I ran to meet him and he met me halfway. He lifted me up and hugged me tight. Wow, he even looked way cuter than in the videos. Brian saw us and he quickly moved to hold my hand.
Who is he?
Oh, this is Jerry. We were close friends when we were much younger, but he's a huge star now.
Huge star? How come I've never heard of him?
Don't mind Tina here, I'm just a chef.
What are you doing here, though?
Oh, I moved back here. My mom wants to spend more time here, and I miss this place as well.
I was so excited that I hugged him again. Brian pulled me back and placed his arm on my shoulder.
It's good to see you, Jerry.
I waved at Jerry as I walked out of the class with Brian. The wonderful memories I shared with him growing up rushed back to me as he smiled at me. He came to my place after school and we spoke for a long time. He told me all about Paris, how he learned to cook, and how he became a teenage sensation overnight.
My mom helped me with everything, and that's why I love her so much.
I'm really happy for you, Jerry, and I'm glad you're back.
Just as Jerry was about to leave, Brian walked in.
Oh, Jerry's here.
I was on my way already. Let me leave you two alone. Good night.
Jerry sounded so cool and mature, and he was dressed well too. Brian and I spent time together, but all I could think about was Jerry. I started spending more and more time with Jerry, and I began to realize just how funny and smart he was. Whenever his brown eyes stared at me, my heart would melt, and I could feel the butterflies in my stomach dancing. I was falling for him, and honestly, I loved it. Brian, on the other hand, had been buying me nice gifts since Jerry came back. He even got me a very expensive car, which I really loved. One time I was walking with Diane, and all of a sudden I tripped, and as I was about to fall, Jerry, out of nowhere, caught me. He held me in his arms for a while, and I just stared into his gorgeous eyes. He reached out to kiss me, but Brian walked up to us that moment.
What's going on here?
I pushed Jerry aside and ran away. I was so confused I didn't know what to do. The day of the beauty pageant grew closer and I began to panic.
Don't be a baby. We've practiced and I've helped you a lot. I'm sure you'll be fine.
He sounded so much like a jerk, but he was right. We had practiced so much and I could feel the confidence building inside of me that all crumbled when Joy the witch accused me of stealing.
She would never do that.
Yes, she did, and I have the proof. She stole my expensive necklace and hid it in her locker. I saw her when she did it.
You're such a liar. Why would I steal your cheap necklace?
Why don't we find out if I'm a liar or not? Then, open your locker.
To my biggest surprise, the necklace was placed on one of the books in my locker.
How did it get there?
My jaw dropped as the principal picked up the necklace. Everyone looked at me weird, including Brian. My dad and brothers were certain that when I was called into the principal's office that I couldn't steal. They had bought even more expensive necklaces for me. So why would I steal one?
You are hereby disqualified from the beauty pageant, and you must serve detention for a week.
I ran out of the principal's office crying. I couldn't believe it. Everyone would think I'm a thief and they wouldn't believe me anymore. Jerry walked out of the shadows and he came over to me.
Hey, I heard what happened. Are you okay?
Leave me alone. Jerry, I know you think I'm a thief as well.
I could never think of you like that. And I know very well you are not a thief.
I'm glad you believe me because no one else in the school does, including Brian.
I don't know what to do. I started crying, and that was when Jerry moved closer to me and hugged me tightly.
Just ignore them. We'll figure something out. Trust me.
My first day in detention sucked. People looked at me differently, including the teachers. Jerry then came and made everything easier. We spent time together in detention and we got even closer. He stayed with me all the way through, and he also walked me home just to make sure I was safe. The beauty pageant was days away, and the entire country was buzzing because of it. Joy was the clear candidate to win, but there were talks about McKeely winning as well. She was my favorite. She was so pretty and kind. She had the cutest blue eyes I have ever seen. Jerry made sure I continued with my practice, even though I didn't want to.
You can still be called back in for the pageant, so you need to be ready.
On my way back from detention one day, I felt really sick. My knees became weak and I was dizzy. I fell to the ground and was rushed to the hospital. When my dad got to the hospital, he demanded that I'd be transferred to the same hospital I was admitted to when I was much younger. I was in a coma for 2 weeks. Everyone was worried sick. Brian, who had disappeared since Joy accused me of stealing, came back and stayed by my side. Jerry was there too, and they both argued from time to time about who deserved me more.
How could you abandon her when she needed you the most? You don't deserve her.
And who are you to decide that? She's my girlfriend, and there is nothing you can do about that.
The doctors ran some tests, and they found out I had a rare kidney disease and I needed a kidney transplant. Dad couldn't be the donor because he had the same disease. My brothers were on a very important business trip, and they weren't even told that I was in the hospital. Diane gave excuses and Brian ran away again. Time was running out and I needed a donor quickly.
I'll be the donor.
Jerry stepped up and he donated one of his kidneys. The surgery was successful, and weeks later I was discharged from the hospital. I got back home and continued the preparation for the beauty pageant with Jerry. Some days before the pageant, the school found out that Joy planted the necklace in my locker just to get me kicked out of the pageant. She confessed after she was caught trying to pull the same trick on Michaela. She was suspended and I was called back in for the pageant, just like Jerry had predicted. I became so nervous when I got the news. Sweat poured out of me and I felt a tightness in my chest. Jerry noticed and held my hand gently.
You'll be fine, Tina. This is what you trained for, and I am so proud of you.
He smiled at me and I hugged him tightly.
What would I do without you?
The day came and I was well prepared for it. I wore my finest gown. Dad had just gotten it for me and it looked absolutely gorgeous. My brothers hired the best stylist in the country, and she did a wonderful job. They all sat in the front row and they applauded when I stepped on stage. I nailed the many questions I was asked and felt my confidence building as the show went on. After what seems like an eternity, it was time to decide the winner. We all held hands and hoped for the best. Michaela got second place with a standing ovation, and my name was announced as the winner of the pageant. I was so happy, tears rolled down my cheeks. But out of nowhere, Brian came on stage and held my hand. I yanked his hand off and walked down to where Jerry stood. Brian ran to meet me and he grabbed me violently. Jerry intervened and punched him right in the face.
Leave her alone! You don't deserve her!
Brian ran off crying like a baby while Jerry held my hand gently and smiled at me. My heart melted and my face turned red.
You look really beautiful.
Just kiss me already.
He leaned in and gave me the warmest kiss ever. I held on to him as everyone cheered us on. It was the best night ever.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and I'm about to tell you how I met the love of my life. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe. If there's one thing you have to know about me, it's that I wasn't an ordinary little girl. Being raised by a single father who was an ex-army officer does that to you. I had rules, discipline, and responsibility drilled into me since I was very young. And growing up, I found other kids my age really immature.
I don't know why he'd break up with me. I wore the clothes he liked, woke up at 5 every morning to do my hair because he liked them curly, and pretended to love watching wrestling.
Excuse me, but I need to get that muffin.
Can't you see that I'm crying? My boyfriend just broke up with me.
I'm so sorry. You know, it reminds me of the time my dad took me for this obstacle course, and I twisted my ankle so badly. The doctors told me I'd never be able to walk again, but I didn't lose hope. And here I am.
How is that the same thing?
It's not because that was an actual problem, but yours is just a bunch of high school nonsense. Now move your butt, please. Needless to say, I didn't have a lot of friends, and I didn't care either. My life was all sorted out. Graduate school, get into a good college, work and retire. But then I turned 18 and met Arthur. He was a transfer student from Greece, and boy, was he dreamy. The first time I met him was in gym class. We were playing basketball, and I was so lost in looking at him. I totally missed the ball, and it hit me right in the face. I fell on my butt, and Arthur came running.
Are you okay? You're bleeding.
It's nothing. I'm used to much worse. On second thoughts, I might need a doctor. Arthur smiled and carried me to the nurse's office. The entire time I was there, he sat next to me, and later, he dropped me home. We became friends after that, and slowly, I fell for him. He was smart, mature, and sweet. If there was one guy I wanted to date, it was him. So I decided to ask him out, except I didn't know how. So I turned to YouTube for help, and it did not disappoint. Rule number 1, never let your crush know you're interested in him. Avoid eye contact and do not speak at all. The next day, when Arthur waved at me in the hallway, I wrinkled my nose and turned away. He sat next to me in class, but I didn't pay any attention. But then in the cafeteria, he caught up with me.
Are you avoiding me?
Me avoiding you? Oh, don't be silly. I was just really busy thinking about global warming and how it's impacting the fish population. Oh, that reminds me. I have to water my fish. My plants. I'll see you around. And I just ran before I embarrassed myself further. After that epic failure, I turned to step number 2. Dress up nice and behave like a total diva. And the next morning, it took me 2 hours to get ready. I thought I looked great. Except the moment I entered, everyone started pointing at me and laughing.
Oh my god! Why is she dressed like a peacock?
What is that on her face? Did someone finally punch her for being a know-it-all?
I was so embarrassed, I immediately turned around and ran for the bleachers. I was still sulking when Arthur walked up to me.
If you rub your lips anymore, they're gonna fall off.
This lipstick won't come off. Ugh, it's so annoying.
Let me help you. Also, I'm not saying you don't look good with makeup, but you actually look way prettier without it.
Really? Does that mean you'll go out with me?
Are you serious? I wanted to ask you out for the longest time, but everyone in school told me you're a cold-hearted witch. Cold-hearted girl who hates people.
That's not true. I hate dumb people, there's a difference. So you and I dinner tomorrow?
I'd love to.
My first date with Arthur was perfect, and he told me that his parents were divorced like mine, and he lived with his mom and 9-year-old brother Charlie. We started dating soon after and spent all our time together. People in school were also nicer to me since I was Arthur's girlfriend, and even Dad liked him a lot. Life was just better with him in until things started getting weird. Some days he would come to school looking like a half-dead zombie, and other days he would skip school altogether. His grades were slipping. We were barely seeing each other, and I knew something was wrong. So one day, when he canceled our date, I went to his place with his favorite ice cream. But when I knocked on the door, some kid opened up. Hi, you must be Charlie. Is your brother around?
Is that ice cream? Gimme it.
Hey, that's not very nice. Say, ma'am, could I please have that tub of ice cream repeat after me?
Sure. Ahem. Ma'am, give me the ice cream or I'll kick you.
And Charlie kicked me on my shin, snatched the tub, and ran away. As I yelled out in pain, Arthur came running downstairs.
Alicia, why didn't you tell me you were coming?
When would I tell you? You hardly talk to me these days.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just that Mom's getting married again. The guy doesn't want Charlie in his life, and Mom loves her stupid boyfriend so much that she decided to move out, leaving me in charge.
Why wouldn't you tell me that before?
Because it's embarrassing and I didn't want to drag you in my mess.
I'm already a part of your mess and we'll get through it together. Okay, I know that was a bit cheesy, but Arthur looked like he was gonna break in a million pieces, and I really wanted to help him. Besides, how bad could a 9-year-old be? Turns out, a lot! Because Charlie was a total devil. He would cry over the smallest things, throw tantrums if he didn't get his way, and would constantly butt into my dates with Arthur. We hardly spent any time alone. I was pretty sure he just hated me. Like, one time, I was waiting for Arthur in his living room, and Charlie kept giving me death stares. Something on my face?
I was just trying to figure out how someone can look like a horse and a camel at the same time.
That's kind of mean, Charlie.
And you're kinda ugly. Anyway, have fun on the date. It won't last long.
And 10 minutes into the date, Arthur got a call from the babysitter that Charlie had locked himself in the washroom, and we had to run back. Then another time, it was Dad's birthday, and I had planned a really cool surprise for him. I'd invited all his old friends from the army. Arthur helped me deck up the place, and I was arranging the cake when Charlie walked up to me.
Oh wow, this cake looks yummy. Give me a piece.
Only after my dad cuts it.
But I'm hungry now.
Then eat something else. There's a whole pizza on the counter.
Are you stupid? I said I want the cake.
Charlie tried to get the cake, but I got in his way. He shoved me away, and I accidentally knocked into the cake, which crashed to the floor.
Whoopsie, guess no one gets to eat it.
What happened? I heard some noise.
Your brother ruined my surprise.
I just asked her to give me some cake.
And I asked you to wait.
Relax, Alicia. We'll get a new cake. I'm sure your dad won't know.
That's not the point, Arthur. Your brother is a spoiled brat. He needs some discipline. You put that kid on a leash or I swear I will.
He's my brother, not some dog I can put a leash on. I know he made a mistake, but he's just a kid, you know what? We'll just leave. We wouldn't want to ruin your evening any more than we have.
Perfect! Arthur took Charlie's hand, and they left. I wanted to stop them, but I was too mad. Later that night, when I calmed down, I realized I might have been too rude and called Arthur up, but he didn't answer. He didn't even show up to school the next day, and neither did Charlie. So I went to his place to talk to him and saw Charlie crying on the porch. What's wrong?
Arthur wasn't here when I woke up this morning, and I don't know where he went.
Did you call him?
He left his phone behind.
Then why didn't you answer when I called? Anyway, don't worry, we'll find him. But till then, you're coming home with me.
No, I don't like you.
You don't have to like me, but I'm not leaving you alone till Arthur gets back.
Ugh, so annoying.
We waited the whole day for Arthur to show up or get in touch, but he didn't. By nightfall, I decided to sleep in the lounge and offered Charlie my room. If you need anything. The next morning, Arthur was still a no-show. I couldn't reach his mom either, and then remembered he told me she was out of the country on her honeymoon. Next, I asked his friends and colleagues, but none of them knew where he was. Eventually, I contacted the police, but even a week later, they had no news of him, and I was worried sick. What could have possibly happened to him? Meanwhile, Charlie refused to go to school or shower. He mostly kept himself locked in my room and reacted rudely to any nice gesture I made. I was losing my mind. So I turned to Dad for help, and he promised he'd get a word out to his colleagues in the army to track Arthur down. I still don't know what to do with Charlie. He shuts me down every time I try to talk to him.
He's been through a lot, Alicia. What he needs is some distraction to keep his mind off things. After your mom left, you were all over the place. That's why I built such a strict routine for you, so you wouldn't have time to think about her. Maybe you should do something similar.
I decided to give Dad's advice a shot, and the next morning, I walked to Charlie's room and woke him up. Get up! We're going out!
Is Arthur back?
No!
Then let me sleep and go away.
Nope! You're getting up right now! Charlie resisted, but I dragged him out of bed, and somehow we made it to the bus stop. He kept cursing me the whole way, but I didn't care. And minutes later, we were at our destination, the paintball arena.
I'm not going in there.
Why? Too chicken to lose?
As if you're on.
Charlie and I had a great time at the paintball game, and it was the first time I actually heard him laugh. Afterwards, we went to a trampoline park and jumped our hearts out. By the end, he was so tired he could barely walk. So I called a cab and took him to my favorite burger joint. but he just stood at the entrance and stared. What? You don't like burgers?
No, it's just that this was my favorite place to come with my mom. Every weekend we'd come here and play our favorite songs at the jukebox machine. And now she doesn't even call me, and Arthur's left me too.
Arthur will be back in no time, I promise you. He loves you a lot, Charlie, and no matter what, we'll always be here for you.
You too?
Yes, me too! Charlie cried and hugged me tight. For the first time, I saw him as a heartbroken kid who just wanted his family back. Since then, Charlie warmed up to me. We'd have breakfast together, and he would always make my bed when I got home from school. He was a lot calmer and hardly threw a tantrum. I couldn't wait for Arthur to come back and see how much progress Charlie had made, but we still had no leads on him. I wanted to be strong, but with each passing day, my hopes of ever seeing him again were getting dimmer. And it broke my heart. Finally, one night, I broke down in front of Dad. I don't think Arthur is coming back, Dad. It's been weeks and no one knows where he is. If he was in town, we would have found him by now. And Charlie? He's lost his mom and might lose his brother too. What can I even say to him?
What?
I turned around and saw Charlie standing at the door.
You've been telling me all along the police will find him. You said you were sure.
No, I'm sure. He's fine. Charlie, I was just...
Stop lying. Why do all grown-ups lie so much? I hate you. All of you.
And Charlie just ran out of the house. Dad said he'd go after him. And as I was sitting in the kitchen, in despair, the phone suddenly rang. It was the police, saying they'd found Arthur in a hospital close to town. I rushed the location and texted Dad on the way. The doctors at the hospital told me that Arthur was brought in a few days back by the forest rangers. Apparently, he went on a hike and got injured. And since then, he'd been in a coma. I was sitting next to him when Charlie walked in with Dad.
How is he?
He hit his head, but he's out of danger. Doctors say there's a very good chance he'll be just fine. Charlie, promise me, no matter what happens, you and I will never fight again.
I promise I will never scream again, and I will always be a good brother. He will wake up, right?
What do you think?
Hi, everyone. I'm Elizabeth, but you can call me Ellie, not Lizzie, please. And yeah, you read that right. I have more than 10 siblings. Want to know how? Stick around and strap on your seatbelt, cause it's gonna be one crazy roller coaster ride. My life was pretty amazing. My mom and my little sister Rose were my world. Rose and I did everything together, even though we had a 5-year age gap. Rose was the funniest, and she always knew how to cheer me up when I was feeling down.
Look, Ellie, I'm a walrus. Feed me before I get hungrier and I eat you. Ellie, I have something for you. Pull my finger.
I knew exactly what was going to happen, but I still did, just so I could hear her laugh. Since Mom was always busy with work or new business ideas, but she wasted a lot of her money on failed business ideas. I wish she had more time to spend with us instead. One day, Mom had a fun idea and took us to work with her and handed Rose a spray can, saying how she wanted to decorate her boss car for a surprise. Wait, something wasn't right.
Why are we doing this, Mom? We could get in trouble.
Come on, it's gonna be fun. Rose, do it!
Just then I saw the security guards come out of Mom's office and they caught her. Turns out Mom had stolen money from the office and was fired and wanted to get back at her boss. Mom was taken away, but her charges were lessened because her boss felt sorry for us. She was going to be away for some time, but would do some community service afterwards. And that's how at 14, I got put in the foster home with Rose, who was just 9. Cause of Mom's foolishness, of course. I was angry with Mom, but now I had to focus on a goal. Take care of Rose and do everything in my power to make sure our family was back together soon. But nothing is ever as simple as it seems. We were shuffled to a couple of foster homes, but I learned to just roll with it. One family were legit angels, but the other ones were just in it for the money. Even the house was so bad, Rose thought the water stains on the walls were drawings. Since I wanted to give Rose everything she could want, I started some side hustles to make some cash. I did it all: dog walking, babysitting, barista, waitress, you name it. You see, I was extreme smart. Not just academically, but also street smart, and I learned things quickly. But on the day I turned 15, we were sent to a new foster home, and this place changed my entire life. For good, for bad. You'll find out soon enough. Oh, before I forget the most important part, like and subscribe. Okay, let's get back to it. Our new foster family was Kate and Adam and their daughter Juliana. Kate was an old friend of Mom's, and she was an interior designer. A freaking good one. Their entire house looked like it belonged in a magazine. Adam was a pediatrician and got along really well with children. Juliana was a couple of years younger than me, but older than Rose, and always had the biggest smile on her face. She was over the moon when we moved into her home. I'll never forget our first night at the new foster home.
Ellie, you hear the footsteps? Is that a ghost? Come on, Rose. There's no such thing as ghosts. I'll go check, okay? No, don't. What if it gets you? I'm your big, strong sister. There's no way it can get me.
I felt my soul leaving my body. It was Kate. I found out the next day that she slept.
Oh, okay. But it was kinda creepy.
Hey! Say what you want about sleepwalkers, but at least they always follow their dreams. You get that? I'm so funny, ain't I?
Yeah, you are?
After that day, I saw how well Rose got along with Juliana. She was the happiest she'd ever been, and I was happy too, so I went back to focusing on my goal. I wasn't at home a lot because of the part-time jobs, and I would get back home late. But one night, I found Rose crying.
What's wrong? Did something happen? My tummy hurts so much. Ellie?
I began screaming, and Kate ran into our room. We rushed her to Adam's clinic and found out it was an allergic reaction, and I saw red.
Did you give her shellfish for dinner? Didn't you see the documents before you decided to foster us? How could you?
I'm sorry. It was an honest mistake. Rose, baby, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
What if something worse happened?
But it didn't, thanks to you. Now let Rose rest, and we can head home together, okay?
I stayed by Rose's side the entire time, and once she was fine, Rose made me apologize to Kate for being so rude and told me how nice she was with her all.
She does so much for us. So much more than Mom.
Her words made me realize that maybe I did let my emotions get the best of me. So the next morning, I walked over to Kate and Adam's room to apologize. But as soon as I got to the door, I noticed Kate and Juliana whispering. As soon as they saw me, they went totally silent. That was weird. After that, I'd often see them talking like they had something to hide. Sure, I was curious, but it wasn't like I really cared or anything. But when Rose also joined in, I was super suspicious.
Hey, Rose, what's going on? What's with all the whispering? Oh, nothing. Really, I saw Juliana whisper something, and then you laughed. Tell me too. I want to laugh too. Or is there some huge secret? It was just some dumb boy stuff. You sound like a mom trying to be BFFs with her daughter. See you later, Ellie. Gator, trust me, there's no big secret.
The secret was the last thing on my mind, because I was really worried about my little sis. She seemed like she was drifting away from me. She was spending more and more time with Juliana, and it was like she totally forgot me. One time, Rose was up in Juliana's room talking all night. And the next day, when I tried to talk to Rose, she totally avoided my question.
Gosh, Ellie, chill out. You're coming off like a helicopter parent.
Yeah, chill, Ellie.
Yeah, Daddy, please chill.
Saying that, they both started laughing. What the heck was even that? I was starting to feel like Juliana might have been a bad influence on her, and I knew I had to talk about this to Mom.
I miss you, Mom. Everyone's acting so weird. Rose, too. I can't wait for everything to get back to normal. Did you find a job? Can we move back in with you soon?
About that. No, I don't have a job yet. But I do need your help with something. Could you lend me some money? I need to pay back that ex-boss a little at a time. But since I don't have a job right now...
I did lend Mom the money, but that was when I had a brilliant idea. I suggested she come and work at the coffee shop with me. She agreed, and it took me a couple days, but I finally convinced my boss I could spend time with her and forget about how Rose was behaving at home. And the boss liked how well I worked and promoted me to assistant manager as well. But the minute I got back home, Kate came running and hugged me.
Gay, it's so late.
Kate, are you mad?
Mad? Not at all. I was worried, kiddo. You know Adam's out looking for you, but thank God you're alright. I'll let Adam know.
It's nothing, Kate. Just some schoolwork. But I appreciate you being concerned for me. I'll call you from now on if I go late.
Pinky promise?
Yeah, pinky promise.
I didn't tell Kate and Adam about all my part-time jobs, just the coffee shop. I didn't want them to worry about me working too hard. Kate and Adam made me feel like a kid again. Kate would drop us all off at school every day and had this habit of hugging us before we went inside the school. At first I found it weird, because I wasn't used to that much display of affection. But after some time, I really liked it. But I did not tell Kate. It had been just 2 weeks with Kate and Adam, and I sometimes wished they were my real parents. But I knew it was just a fantasy. As my foster parents, they sure had love for Rose and me. But even if they wanted to adopt Rose, they'd never consider adopting me. It's hard for an older teen to get adopted. So I had to focus on getting my real family united. I had to work hard, save money, and give it to my mom so she could get a place to live and we could all be together. But nothing ever goes according to plan, does it? One day, the guidance counselor at school called me to tell me about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Your grades are off the charts and there's an amazing school across town that would be perfect for someone as smart as you. Not only will they let you skip a grade, but you'll have the chance of getting into the best university with a full scholarship. You gotta take this opportunity, Ellie.
While that offer was something I could only dream of, I couldn't take it. I wasn't going to move away from Rose, so I told the teacher no, but that was just the beginning of a bad day. Later that day, I got a call from the coffee shop when I was at another part-time job, and boy did my boss sound furious. When I got there, however, what I saw shocked me. Mom was arrested again.
What the heck is going on, Mom?
I found money missing for days at the cash register, and it turns out she was stealing the money.
He's lying. Ellie, I didn't.
Do you have any proof it was actually her?
I shouldn't have asked because the CCTV clearly showed Mom stealing the money. I couldn't believe she'd do something like this again. And when my boss fired me too for bringing her in, I finally snapped.
What is your problem? Do you know how hard I work to make our lives better for you and Rose? Why can't you be a normal mother? Why can't you be like Kate? Don't you want to be with us, your daughters? Wow.
Before Mom could reply, she was taken away and I was frozen to the spot. I did everything I could to make sure Rose and I were back with Mom. And this whole time, she didn't even want us. I felt like my world was crashing down. This is just great. I didn't know what to do. I was out of options. But then I decided to ask Kate and Adam to adopt Rose, and I could manage on my own. Rose was thriving with them. I didn't want to take it away from her. When I got home that night, I could hear music inside. It sounded like a party. Just as I was about to enter, Kate stepped outside.
Ellie, you made a pinky promise, girl. Is everything all right, honey?
And that's when the dam broke. I told Kate everything that had happened and how my mom didn't want me and Rose.
Kate, I know teens are hard to raise, so I'll just leave. Please, just take care of Rose and adopt her.
Ellie, take a deep breath. I know it was a tough day for you, but never think that we would let you go. We love you. Adam and I saw how much you love your sister, so there's no way we would ever separate the two of you. We are adopting you both. And Juliana and I love you. Rose looks up to you so much. Don't forget that.
OMG! What? This is too much to take in. But lately, I feel like a third wheel when I'm at home. All the whispering. It's like Juliana and Rose. They always have their own thing going on. I guess she likes Juliana more now.
Yep, because they had their reason for that. Come on in.
Surprise! It's my birthday. I didn't even remember it. Yeah, because you worked too hard. So Juliana and I decided to throw you the awesomest birthday party ever.
Do you like it? I wanted the perfect birthday party for my big sister.
I love it. Thank you so much.
I was stuck in the past, trying to keep my old family together. I missed out on how amazing my new family was, but not anymore. After all the paperwork was settled, it was official. We were Kate and Adam's daughters. I have an incredible family who adores me. Yeah, sure, we have fights and arguments, but the love, it's strong. Oh, and I took up the offer at the school across town after the four of them forced me to, after Rose assured me that she was going to be more than finished. I was curled in the farthest corner of the library while the air buzzed with celebration. Everyone was getting into the college of their dreams, and when I opened the message, it felt like my entire world collapsed.
We regret to inform you.
The room fell silent. I immediately shot up and walked out of the library with my head held high. Hi, my name is Milia Denzel, but you can call me Milia. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until I got home, collapsed into bed, and cried like someone had hit delete on my entire future.
Melia?
Mom peeked in, armed with the cutest stuffed animal. I failed Mom miserably.
Honey, you didn't fail. You got rejected. My school's still stuck in the fax machines era.
I looked up at her, still flawless as always. Of course she is. She's the CEO of a real estate empire. Meanwhile, I felt like a wet skill. I'm serious, Mom. What do I do now? My future is toast.
Your future is fine. You just need a break for the time being. Then we'll plan a comeback so epic it makes Harvard cry.
Classic Mom, eternal optimist. But even she had her kryptonite, and it was located at Grandma's house. We had to be there for Thanksgiving.
So, Melia, I heard you're deciding between Yella and Stanford.
Melia's keeping her options open. You know, gap years are underrated these days.
Grandma raised her eyebrows sharp enough to slice through reinforced blue class.
So she failed every school? Not surprising. Like mother, like daughter. Back then, you couldn't even get into one college.
Mother, you've crossed the line.
I simply speak the truth.
Then sit here and enjoy your truth, alone. Melia, let's go.
She stormed out, and I scrambled to follow her. The car door slammed shut behind us. Mom, about what just happened.
Don't let her words get to you. That's how she's always been. Expectations as high as Everest. So what if you didn't get into college? I didn't either. And look where I am. So don't beat yourself up, Melia. I'll always be with you, no matter what.
Yeah, she's right. But just then, a blinding light hit us straight in the face and time shattered. They said the accident had put her into a coma. I hadn't cried. I didn't want to believe it was real. But whether I wanted it or not, I had nowhere else to go other than my grandma's.
The guest room is down the hall. Bathrooms to the left. Don't touch the thermostat.
She turned and walked off like I was a delivery she hadn't ordered. Grandma never told me which rooms were off limits. She didn't need to. The lock addict practically screamed, "Do not enter," and yet something about it kept pulling me in. Then one afternoon during one of her nap hours, I spotted the keyring dangling from her pocket. I slipped it out. The door creaked open, and inside was like a museum of my mom from baby photos. Everything was spotless, like Grandma had been preserving them all this time. At the very end of the room stood a wardrobe, old, ornate, and glowing, softly like something straight out of a fairy tale. I reached for the handle, and the door creaked open. A soft light spilled out, and a scent, Mom's scent, wrapped around me. When the light faded, I was no longer in the attic. In front of me was a mirror, but the reflection staring back wasn't mine. It was Mom, early 20-seconds, dressed in a ballet costume. What was happening? Suddenly Grandma, well, a much younger version of her, burst in.
You have 2 minutes. Let's go.
Without warning, she shoved me toward a stage so wide and blinding with lights. The music started, and my body moved on its own. I danced like I'd done it 1,000 times before. As I landed the final pose, applause erupted. Someone handed me a trophy, first place. Then Grandma rushed toward me, her face cracked open, with real pride.
You did it. You were perfect.
And then the light blinked out, and I was suddenly back in the attic. What just happened? I checked my phone, and 2 hours had passed. I glanced around the room, trying to unscramble my brain. Then I saw it, a photo of that exact moment on stage. That was real. I looked back at the wardrobe, and I knew this wasn't just a piece of furniture. It was a door tower, Mom's memories. One more time, I thought, just to be sure. Light, scent, and whoosh. I blinked and found myself holding a plastic tray of peas, wearing scrubs. What was Mom doing here? Just then, an intercom blared.
Nurse Denzel to room 7B. Mr. Hollister has escaped again.
Wait, that's me? And once again, Mom's body moved on its own, rushing down the hallway just in time to see an old man sprinting.
You can't make me eat. I have rights.
By the end of the hour, I dodged a flying diaper and lost a full-blown debate about World War II timelines. And weirdly, I kind of loved it. It seemed like Mom wore more hats than I thought, and no matter what the position was, she gave it her all. Then, out of nowhere, a wave of dizziness crashed over me. I ran to the bathroom, collapsed by the toilet. What was that? I splashed water on my face, heart still racing when the door slammed open. Grandma, in her mid-40 seconds, furiously stormed in, holding up a pregnancy test with 2 bright pink lines.
I found this in your bathroom trash. How could you let this happen?
I didn't.
You're at the peak of your career. You could go anywhere, do anything.
She tossed the pregnancy test into the trash can like it was a verdict.
You're making a huge mistake. Don't come crying to me when it all falls apart. I'm not cleaning up a mess you chose for yourself.
She turned and walked away, leaving me alone with the weight of everything. The light blinked out. I woke up back in the attic. I checked my phone. I'd been out for almost a full day. My head was still spinning when I heard footsteps storming up close.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Grandma, wait, I can explain. I shot up, trying to explain the wardrobe and where it took me. She stared at me like I'd grown a second head. Please believe me. I saw her. I was her. I lived her memories.
Enough. This obsession ends now.
And something in me just snapped. I know you've never liked me. You've always thought I was the reason Mom had to give up her ballet dreams, haven't you? She froze. For a second, I thought I'd touched something tender, something she buried deep, but no. She grabbed my arm, yanked me out of the room, slammed the door shut, and flushed the key down the toilet.
Don't ever go near that room again.
A few days later, Grandma left town, and I knew I had to take my shot. No key, no problem, I just have to get into the attic another way. The wardrobe stood exactly where I left it. I opened the door, light, scent, inhale, I blinked, and suddenly, I was walking through a glass-walled office in heels and screamed confidence. Suddenly, a phone buzzed in my hand. Assistants swarmed in like frantic ducklings.
Miss Denzel, the board meeting is in 30.
My body didn't even flinch. I fired off 3 instructions, rescheduled a call, solved a crisis via email, and still had time to sip a green smoothie like a boss. Just then, the assistant popped her head back in.
Also, I rescheduled the investor meeting to next week, per your instructions. You said you didn't want it to clash with your daughter's college decision release. But wasn't that meeting a huge deal?
And yet Mom still chose me over everything, and suddenly the memories flooded in all at once. The recital, the science fair, the nights I cried at 2 and she was always there for me. Even when she was drowning in deadlines and stress, I never even noticed. The moment I saw myself through her eyes, my heart overflowed with love and pride so overwhelming it nearly took my breath away. Was this how she'd always see me? I wish I could stay here forever. But then, that fateful day still came. The day of the crash. I thought if I just changed one thing, anything, maybe I could stop it. I kept calm during the Easter dinner with Grandma, bit my tongue, and smiled through Grandma's passive-aggressive jabs. But then Mom's mouth moved on its own, her voice cut through, sharp and protective.
Then sit here and enjoy your truth alone. Melia, let's go.
We slipped into the back seat exactly like that day. Mom's body sat still, but my mind was screaming. I tried to open her mouth to tell the driver to take a different route, but Mom's lips stayed sealed. In a heartbeat, Mom reached out, pulled me in tight, shielding me with every she had.
I've always been proud of you. I love you so much.
And then everything went white. I blinked. The hospital ceiling came into focus.
Melia.
Grandma was right there. She looked like she hadn't slept in days.
You've been out for a week, I thought. I thought I was going to lose you, too.
I saw it then, the fear behind her eyes, the guilt.
I was wrong. I put so much pressure on your mom, and then I did it again with you. I thought I was doing the right thing, pushing you both to be your best, but I never stopped to think. Maybe you both just needed my love. I'm really sorry.
He swallowed hard. Something in my chest finally let go. It's okay. I'm still here. Just then, the door creaked open. A doctor stepped in, smiling.
Good news. Your mother's stable. She's waking up.
A week later, I found myself back in the attic. The wardrobe stood quietly, waiting. I opened it one last time. Nothing happened. No glow, no scent, and for once, I smiled. I guess that chapter was over. Mom was healing.